Good morning everybody, I'm Ajita Joshi of batch 1517 and today we have with us Dr. Deepak Singh, who is Associate Professor and Assistant Dean Academics of Jaipuria Institute of Management, Noida. So let's have a word with him. Good morning sir. Sir, we heard that you are here for a session on strategic management, and since your specializations are strategic management and consumer behavior, so sir, how would you like to integrate both of them?
Okay. First and foremost, I like to say that I am here for faculty exchange program, and I am here for deliberations on strategic management one with the students. So I am here since last 4 days, and I am taking a few of their classes in relation to strategic management. Okay. So let's first come to your question, and that how do I relate consumer behavior with strategic management? If I see myself as a marketer, I would first like to start up with customer. So consumer is the most important person in marketing, and we have to first understand what is their need, right? Because then we can shape our market offerings according to their need. So I would first like to understand what is consumer behavior, how does a customer or a consumer makes decisions. So consumer behavior is basically a study of understanding what are the decision making stages and how as a marketer we can impact upon that decision making stage. So there are a lot of factors that go into why a consumer makes a decision related to any product or services. So I see that first as a marketer we have to understand why a particular product is being bought. So if I am able to understand the need set of the customer, then I will be able to relate my product or shape my product or services according to satisfying that particular need. So we first would like to understand that what are the factors that impact those particular decision makings, and then what are the strategies that we should now apply upon so that there is a pull factor rather than a push factor of sales. But having said so, these all strategies are done at the functional level. While in strategic management, we are talking not only of the functional level strategies, but we also talk about the business level strategies and corporate level strategies. But to summarize it for you, it is the corporate strategies that shape the business or divisional level strategies, which further percolates into functional level strategies. So that's how seamless linkages of those strategies percolate down the different layers, and then implementation goes upward.
And so since you are here for the exchange program of faculties, how beneficial is the exchange program not only for the students but also of the faculty members?
Yeah, that was basically one thing that I understood while I am in this particular campus. Now I feel myself benefited at two levels. First is that I am able to understand the requirements of the students, the learning style of the students beyond my campus of Noida. Right? Here I find a different set of students, their learning style is different. The way it has to be delivered in the class has to be customized to the audience. Right? So that's one learning that I take away from this particular campus. And secondly, when I came over here, I had my set of companies which I was deliberating upon in that particular campus. But now when I am leaving this particular campus, I am more enriched by the examples that the students have offered me. So I take it as not kind of sharing from my side, but also I am enriched from the student side, because now my domain of knowledge has extended to Kirloskar Brothers, which I never touched upon initially. I know a little more about Flipkart, Snapdeal, Imami, which I was not that much aware of while I joined this particular campus for this program. So not only the students have been benefited, but I also feel quite enriched by the examples that the students had cited, by the kind of desk work that they have done for this particular companies, and the kind of presentations that they have done for these companies. So I feel for me also it was quite a learning experience.
So sir, with this sharing of and enriching experience, so how was your in total experience at Jaipuria Noida, Jaipuria Indore?
Yeah. I would first like to say that I am really pleased to be at this particular place. I would have loved to continue and extend my stay in this particular campus. Given the constraints of time and responsibilities back at Noida, I would just like to say that yes, I am really thankful to the management for selecting me and bringing me to this particular campus, because every campus has its own aura, it has got its own benefit sets. While I came over here, I found this particular campus to be more vibrant, quite energetic, and a lot of student-driven activities are done in this particular campus, which I will take a third learning for me, which I'll carry off and see that some of those good things that are being done over here are also done at Noida campus. So that's my experience. The students over here are quite energetic, let me admit it. They are quite focused, and I'm really thoroughly impressed by the kind of student engagement that happens, especially in the evening sessions. Because they come to the campus at 9 o'clock, and I am seeing that they keep themselves engaged in academics and co-curricular activities till late 11, which is quite appreciative. And most of the evening activities are driven by students. That's quite a good amount of surprise to me also, and it's a good amount of appreciation that should go to the students for taking this particular campus in such a manner that everybody around is engaged, they are happy, and I hope it will definitely reflect in their placements also.
So your words are definitely a feather to our hats, but one last question. Since our senior batch 14-16 are on the verge of getting placed, what word of advice would you like to give them?
The first and foremost thing I will say that all of the students have different sets of aspirations. So first and foremost, they should not compare themselves with anybody else, because your requirements are different. So let's prepare accordingly to our taste and our aspirations. So first and foremost, I will say that the student should now be a little more focused upon those set of companies that we have at this particular campus. Let's have a database of these particular companies who are going to visit us. Let's see which of these companies are of my interest, and accordingly, let me then get deeper into the entry-level qualifications that the company looks forward to. Right? Let's see the industry, what are the opportunities that this particular industry offers, and then we should take few sessions, preparatory sessions for placement, and then sit for that particular interview. I hope if they are taking up their homework well, definitely their chances of conversion of that particular interview is quite high. But the amount of aptitude upskilling that is going over here, the kind of GD and interview mock sessions that are being done over here, I'm quite confident that the students are really going in the right direction. The only thing is that at the end, when these companies start coming to this particular campus, they got to be a little more focused on the industry, on the company and the competitors. And once they are done with their homework, I don't feel anything is going to stop them from being placed.
Thank you, sir. I think our budding managers are definitely going to keep all your words in mind before getting placed. Thank you so much, sir.
And I thank MRC team also for a very vivid and a very wide coverage of the event.
Thank you so much, sir.